Welcome back. Ongoing awareness on refugees and the challenges they face has led to a gradual change in people's perceptions. This is according to the International Organization for Migration's Communications Officer, Ahmed Salim. Mr. Salim said the country is now beginning to take a more serious approach in managing refugee issues. IOM is currently hosting a public photo exhibition at the National Museum and Arts Gallery as part of its awareness campaign on issues faced by refugees. Gregory Avira reports.
It is said that a picture is worth 8,000 words. Set on display are the images of refugees. Most have fled their homelands to resettle and have now called Papua New Guinea their new home. PNG is a party to the United Nations Refugee Convention and has developed a 5-key national refugee policy to manage refugee issues. The exhibition has been on since last week, with many turning up to view the displays.
The idea was basically to share information about refugees, that what kind of issues do they face, who are these guys, where do they come from, why do they leave their home countries, and why do they have to seek protection in other countries like Papua New Guinea.
Students were given an insight into the challenges faced by refugees. The displays proved to be an eye-opener for the students who raised many questions on the topic. The photo exhibits, complemented by presentations from members of IOM, proved very informative for the students.
And internally displaced persons worldwide who have been forced to flee their homes.
I think that Papua New Guineans are really helping in this migration of these poor people, and I think we should continue doing that and help each other for this issue, because it's affecting everyone, not only nationally but also globally. And we're one of those good countries that help these people, and I'm really proud of our country for doing that.
The exhibition will end tomorrow, but IOM says it will continue conducting awareness on this important topic.
International Organization for Migration, in collaboration with PNG Immigration Department, is doing lots of these things: awareness raising activities, community mobilization, advocacy.
Gregory Avira, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
Clinical services at the Enga Memorial Hospital in Lae, Moribe Province will be scaled down. This follows the brutal killing of the hospital's senior pediatrician, Dr. Alphonse Rongap, over the weekend. This arrangement will continue until those responsible for his killing are apprehended. President of the National Doctors Association, Dr. James Naipao, urged legal authorities in Lae, including the community, to work together and bring those responsible in. Jacqueline Yala reports.
Dr. Naipao described the incident as a senseless killing, and it won't be left in silence. He said the National Doctors Association and health profession has lost a dedicated leader in the union movement. He urged the respective legal authorities and community in Lae to work together to apprehend the criminals. In the meantime, the clinical services at the Enga Hospital will be scaled down and doctors will attend to emergency cases only. This will continue until the criminals are apprehended and brought to justice. In this time of grief and sorrow, the members of the National Doctors Association and staff from Enga Hospital send their condolences to the family of late Senior Rongap's family. Jacqueline Yala, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
The Goroka Ranran Theatre is in dire need of help. The building, which houses traditional and contemporary plays, songs and drama from around the country in Eastern Highlands capital, Goroka, has been condemned. The National Film Institute is another under the same ministry, also struggling. Bradley Gregory with this report.
A building covered in the fog of Upper Country, Goroka. This is the very building condemned, unfit for human occupation, unfit for use. But in the shadows of the night, a condemned building is hard to believe. The building comes to life. Shadows speaking to its audience, a mere representation of what is carried in the form of sing-sings, chants, dances, the many cultures, beliefs, the magical wonders of Papua New Guinea.
Yes, major maintenance was carried out in 2004. The threat to the building is basically to the materials. The kunai is basically, the life of kunai is reduced, and that is the root cause. That is why we are having problem what we are having. If we sense the roofing, maintain the structure and sense the roofing, then we win-win situation. Government will win and we will win.
The building was set up in the 1980s. It's been in existence with little or no support from the government. Part of the downfall was due to the poor leadership at the top.
The supports are coming in, but it's not enough to take us on tour. If we are doing production like what you're seeing, Johan Fleer, it will take us something like 50,000 to develop it and tour.
Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Tobias Kulang, after just 2 months, since being appointed as minister, is determined to change that and provide leadership and give strict directions to change the way it has been operating. This, he believes, may not come in time to save the building from rotting away, but restore pride in the work of theatre and the role it plays in preserving PNG's rich identity. About 2 minutes from the Round Round Theatre is the National Film Institute. The organization is also struggling. The building, which was believed to be subcontracted to the Works Department to build at a cost of 2 million, is incomplete. It hasn't been opened yet for use, however already parts of the building's interiors are coming off.
Because they've depleted our funds, but we are looking forward.
The National Film Institute is one of the country's important institutions, which has been producing films and documenting the country's pictures and sounds. The lack of proper office space to operate out of, adequate equipment and funding constraints has been its setback. The world of film continues to change. The country's Film Institute is nowhere near. Bradley Gregory, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
Stay with us on NBC National News.